To be honest with you, I don't think that there's a big deal that has to be made of it. We're competitive guys, and sometimes tempers flare and emotions boil over, but to be completely honest with you, there's nothing more to it than a little bit of a skirmish or scrum, whatever you want to call it. But that's part of competing in practice, and sometimes that happens.
Can it lighten the mood in some ways, do you think? Just, I saw some guys laughing afterwards. So.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a laugh about it, but that happens. When you're practicing and you're working day after day, sometimes whether it's the littlest thing can turn into a bigger thing. So when guys are working hard and competing, sometimes it happens. But we had a few laughs after the fact. We weren't laughing when it was happening, though.
Have you ever had a dust-up like that?
Oh yeah. I've had.
Anyone that sticks out?
No, I used to have. I remember more in junior, to be completely honest with you. There'd be a lot of long practices, and sometimes that happens. But it happened then, and it's going to continue to happen. It's not the last time you're going to see it.
And you know how competitive Phil can be. I mean, you've done the one-on-one drills with him at the end of practices. And
Yeah, Phil.
Ping pong?
Phil's a competitive guy. So is Boother. So they're both working hard at, Boother's killing a penalty at that point, and we're trying to work on the power play, and sometimes those things happen. So there's nothing more to it than a little bit of a scrum, and now it's done.
What are you seeing from Eric Brewer's game? I thought last night might have been his best since he came over.
Well, I think he's an experienced guy. I thought it was great to have the opportunity to play his 1,000th game with him. It's an honor. He's played a long time. I played against him quite a bit out west. I had the opportunity to play with him at the World Championships, so I've known him for quite a long time. And just from playing against him, I've got a lot of respect for how he's played the game over the years. So getting the opportunity to play with him, I think that, like any pairing, it takes time to get comfortable with the guy, but when you play with a guy with that much experience, he's pretty smart. He moves the puck well, and he's been around, so he knows where to be on the ice, and I think that it's we've got things to work on still, but so far so good.
Dion, he's 1,000 games for him. You're not far behind it at 740 something.
Yeah.
How quickly has that flown by for you?
It goes by really quick. I did an interview before the game last night and was asked about my first game and how quick, actually by Mark, and it.
You wanted the credit.
it's a good question.
No, it was. It brought me back to my first game and the emotions, the feelings of when you play that first game, and then to think that I've played in as many as I have now, it goes by pretty quick, and you've got to enjoy it. You've got to take it day by day and enjoy every day that you're involved in this game, because we're lucky to do what we do. It's a great league, and but it definitely has flown by for me.
Do you ever stop and think that you're 3/4 of the way there?
To be honest with you, I really do focus short term, and you play the game that's coming up, and then you focus on the next one. And if you do that, they go by pretty quick still. So you want to enjoy it and make the most of it, that's for sure.
Despite your long career, what have you learned this season, do you think?
I think that this is it's been a tough season. Probably said that to you guys a lot, but that's the truth. No one enjoys going through what we've gone through. We play to win hockey games. We play to have success, and we just haven't done it this year. We've struggled, and we put ourselves into this position. So right now, we're at a point where we've got a lot of new faces in our lineup. We've got a lot of young guys that are coming in, and we're trying to help them learn and how to be a professional. And it's different. Playing in the National Hockey League is not easy. So you try to help the young guys that come in, but it's disappointing. For me, it's been a disappointing year to be where we're at. I thought that we had a lot better team than the way that we've played, and we're at where we're at right now. So you've got to finish the year. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. You've got to be professional. You've got to come to work every day. You got to put, you got to put the work in. You've got to finish the year as hard as you possibly can, because, we've still got some fans that show up night after night, and they support us. And so you want to play for the fans. You want to play for your teammates that are in the room, and you want to play to get better, because you want to continue to get better day after day. So for me, it's been disappointing, but we're at where we're at, and we'll deal with that.
Dion, you ever get that nervous energy that you had before your first game at any other points in your career? Was that a unique experience?
Well, I think you get nervous energy when you're preparing for a game. It's a job. You're going out. You know what you have to do. There's a lot of emotion that's involved in it. You're playing a game that's very physical, and the way that you prepare to get ready for that, there's not a nervousness, but there is a little bit of nervous energy in a sense that you're getting ready to play. But I remember my first game to this day, and I thought he played very well for coming in as a young guy, playing his first game in the National Hockey League. He did great.